One of the biggest things I see in working with new clients is that they want to balance their hormones. They feel like something is off and they want a natural way to do that. Well, they're often surprised when I actually start with working with their gut. Let's talk about why. Let's dive in. So I'll be honest, if your gut health is off, then there really is no point in first trying to balance your hormones. If your gut is out of whack, so let's say you maybe have signs of leaky gut, you're constipated or alternating with diarrhea, you're constantly bloated, things just tend to upset your stomach, your gut microbiome might be off. And what you need to know is that your microbiome plays a huge role in how you both eliminate and also create additional hormones. And those bacteria can affect the signaling pathways of different hormones as well. So when I'm working with someone to help balance their hormones, we got to go through the gut first. So let's start with the obvious. Let's say we run some functional labs, we found out your hormones are a bit out of whack, but you also have signs of leaky gut. And let's say we make some recommendations for some herbs or supplements that can help naturally balance your hormones. However, if your gut health is off, if you have something like leaky gut, you're not even going to be able to digest or properly absorb those herbs. So you're going to actually be wasting a lot of money. What we need to do first is actually correct the underlying issue with the gut. So healing the leaky gut, healing the dysbiosis, etc., etc. I have a video all about that process and I'll link it up here. You don't want to be wasting your money on any herbs or supplements or treatments when your body actually can't even metabolize them properly. And this is a huge thing I often see that is missed, especially when working with kind of cookie cutter type programs. You often miss the nuance in that certain steps or certain processes need to happen first. So like healing the gut lining so that you can actually absorb and maintain that herb or supplement that you're paying for before you can move on to the next step. Another thing that's often missed or overlooked is the importance of the diversity of your microbiome and having a healthy balance between those good bacteria, so the things that help with signaling and doing all these great things, and bad bacteria, the ones that can cause dysbiosis or things like SIBO, etc., etc. Making sure that you're working with your gut to help balance this and, step one, even figuring out if this is actually an issue. Again, you can do that with functional testing. This is a step that is so crucial. We're learning more and more about the importance of the healthy bacteria. They play a role in different signaling pathways. They also even help with elimination of different types of excess hormones. Let's take, for example, estrogen. There's a whole microbiome called the estrobolome that is related to estrogen and its production as well as its regulation in the body. Generally, our body is working to eliminate excess estrogen as a waste product, and it's those bacteria that are actually helping in that process. So again, if you have dysbiosis, but you need to balance your estrogen because maybe you have estrogen dominance, you're never going to get there unless you heal the gut first and address the imbalance in the microbiome. And another reason why it's so important to address your gut health if you're looking to balance your hormones naturally is, again, these bacteria are playing a role in the HPA or hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, which is a signaling mechanism that goes from the brain to the gut. And once again, these helpful bacteria, when in balance, are sending signals kind of back and forth from the gut to the brain. And that can affect hormones such as cortisol and insulin as well. So before you run out spending money on herbs or supplements or treatments to balance hormones naturally, make sure that you are taking a look at your gut health first. This is truly going to impact how effective that treatment is actually going to be. If you would like to learn more about some of the tests that I use and some of the treatment options that I use to help heal the gut, then why don't you check out this playlist. All right, I hope that this video is helpful and that you learned something. As always, if you have questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.